Well, hello Internet. I'm back from song school. I was just going back over the video I posted after song school last year. It's interesting to note that last year I was having a bit of a hard time getting back as well. It's a lot to process. Those weeks of song school, a lot of good stuff, learning both in the classes and out of the classes, and kind of resetting the barometer or the whatever resetting, recalibrating for life. But it was also really interesting to go there after being in this Rubicon year program, because in the previous 3 years song school was like my 1 week out of the year where I was really allowing myself to be an artist or taken seriously, just really feeling supported and seen, and in a way that I hadn't been before in the rest of my life. And then to go this year after having gotten that artistic feedback, being an artist, being a musician for 3 months prior to going, was a really interesting contrast. It was interesting. I liked it. Some of it was a little uncomfortable, but it's just interesting to see how last year I really felt like I needed the stuff they give you at the song school, like the hats and the t-shirts and whatever, to be like, I did it, I'm a song schooler. And this year I was like, I didn't even feel like I needed to bring all my stuff, because I just felt more confident in myself that I'm an artist. Oh, that's cool to not need all the badges and outer stuff to prove it somehow. I don't know exactly. I am happy with the souvenir we got this time, though. They gave us a little clean canteen, and it came with this lid that you can drink coffee out of. And then I went ahead and also bought just the extra lid that makes it good for carrying around for water. It's insulated and lovely. So that was a nice souvenir. It was also interesting to go this year without having as much money for spending on souvenirs, and part of me wishing that I could buy stuff, and part of me thinking, why do you need more crap? And you have this nice canteen souvenir, and it was just funny. It was funny to experience the pull of wanting stuff, especially during the festival. They have all these cute booths of clothes and jewelry and souvenirs and stuff that they're pretty, and a lot, I think they're local type artists and vendors and stuff that I'd love to support, but maybe next year. Yeah, so it was interesting too, because I feel like I was a lot better and moved more forward in my musical abilities than last year, but I still wasn't, quite to where I wanted to be. Or I don't know if that's the right word. I'm very happy with how far I've come since coming to Austin, and I guess there's just that comparing mind that's easy to fall into when you're surrounded with a whole bunch of other artists and wanting to be better and more and all this kind of stuff. I mean, one thing I did this year at song school is I gave myself more sleep. I mean, I still didn't get enough sleep. Camping for a week is a whole level of just not quite the greatest quality of sleep, and staying up for some song circles, but sometimes I just wasn't feeling it and I just went to sleep. I think the main takeaways that I got this year were, well, about how being an independent singer-songwriter, performing singer-songwriter, touring singer-songwriter is really being in a service industry, and to serve the people who are coming for entertainment there's lots of things you can do to do a good job and really provide a great service to the people who come to listen to you, which include taking care of yourself so that you can put on a good show, and putting on a good show, getting out of the way of yourself and your ego and just serving the song, which also serves the audience more. So I liked these ideas and concepts that I'd heard of before, but was kind of hearing again in a new way or in a deeper way. So I liked that. I also had a great vocal session with Ron Browning that really helped me quickly get stronger in my voice, I think. Some little tricks, and luckily I have that I recorded that on my iPod, so I'm looking forward to listening to that again, because it's in the moment when you're doing the work. You can feel or hear the difference right away, but it's like, how did that happen, and how can I get that to happen again? So I think having that recording will be useful. Oh, one of the big highlights of my song school was getting to perform my song on the open stage with Ingrid Elizabeth from Coyote Grace and JJ Jones from Girly Man, who are both amazing professional musicians. Ingrid plays upright bass, among other things, and I really wanted to get that bass sound in there for my whale song, and she did this really cool sliding thing that really makes it sound underwatery and whaley. I don't know, just loved it. And she did that we practiced for like 10 minutes between classes, and she got that. And then JJ, I just sang her this song outside the stage, open stage, maybe 15 minutes before going on, and of course she nailed it. It was just so fun to play on the stage. It's a really great sound system, and they were really professional and just made the song sound really cool, and I had a blast. It was super fun. And I ended up getting the number 4 or 5 slot on the first night of the open stages, which meant I didn't have a whole lot of time to collect people, and I would have loved to get some more harmonies in and whatever, but considering I was that early on, to be able to play with people who really added to the song was really fulfilling and exciting and exhilarating experience. So that video is already on YouTube. I'll maybe post a link to it or something. You can see what I'm talking about. What else? Getting to do some song circles at night and just feeling more confident there. Because other years I wouldn't have had songs ready to play. I would have felt like I needed my book to get through them or whatever. So it was fun to go out and feel confident about the circles. Did a bunch of classes with Terry and Ellis, who are just great. They're the ones talking about that being of service. One of the main people talking about being of service. Got to do a writing class with Anais Mitchell. That was really fun. Just we looked at like a Bruce Springsteen song and a Bob Dylan song and kind of compare and contrast the two, and just talked about what makes a good song and good writing, and she was very well prepared. I was pretty impressed with her yet again, not only in her songwriting but in her teaching abilities as well. I was impressed in her teaching abilities. I didn't actually end up writing any songs this time because I was focusing mostly on performance and business type of stuff. I had got some seeds of new songs that I am looking forward to developing, but writing just wasn't my focus this year. The festival was great, a lot of great artists. Got to see Brandi Carlile just rock it out. She's one of my favorites. Who else? Anais Mitchell performed. She was great. Girly Man did a wonderful set. Just amazing, vibrant set on the Wildflower Pavilion stage. And Coyote Grace joined them for a bit of it. That was cool. I missed people because I was working too, but that's a fun thing to do, is volunteer for the Folks Fest. So that pays for your festival ticket. And it's fun because you get everybody coming through the front entryway. That's where we were. We call it customs. Just checking the bags for glass or alcohol just so people don't hurt their feet on broken glass. I have a bunch of lessons that I taped and recorded on my iPod, and I'm looking forward to going back through those and catching the bits that I missed the first time or something. And now I have just a couple more weeks of break before I jump back into Rubicon. And I think I'm ready to get back to it now. I had kind of a week to come back down from the mountain. So there's a lot going on, and it's going to be great also to go back next year after having gone through this process for a whole year, and hopefully I'll have my EP in hand if everything goes well with the recording, and get to share that, or it'll be really close to being done. So either way, yeah, exciting. Lots to do. Looking forward to what happens next.